Hello everybody and welcome back to another type of game, a 2D, 3D roguelike called BearZERK, brought to you by DadBod Games. I had the developer up here, I think his name is PowerPoint. Was talking to him in the discussion. I didn't get an unlock for the game or any codes or anything to check out. I just downloaded it and threw some information in, kind of like how I was doing with Wasteland Survival, and a lot of people didn't like the fact I was responding so often and thought I don't have a job. Well, I just got home through traffic, so I'm going to make a video here. So the game's premise is your mom crafted you a teddy bear hand sewn, and through the mystical powers of game fantasy, you're playing as the bear with removable costumes, because who doesn't like a Build-A-Bear? Um, each bear actually has unlock conditions. This one is just reach wave 3. This is collect 350 coins in one wave. Sir Knightington, you have to beat the boss on wave 10. The Ripper, using Betty, you use her piercing weapon and kill 250 enemies. And then for Wizzo, we have used the wand to kill 1,500 enemies. This is kind of overpowered, but I prefer to play, oddly enough, I prefer to play as Ripper. But let's go ahead and start with our default guy here really quickly. Teddy's gun. It's pretty good. You get 2 weapons. You get 1 weapon and 1 item. I'd say let's go ahead and just throw Teddy out. I know earlier I called him Barry, but you know what? That's all right. I don't think the developer minds. I've got the music and everything turned off, even though the music is copyright friendly, so you're not going to get a strike for it. But I just prefer not to have it. It is heavy metal. It is my genre. I do prefer to listen to it. But it is what it is. Now, many people are going to say, "Oh, hey, this looks like." What's the name of it? The one with the potato guy, Brotato, that's what it is. Had to think for a second. And yeah, you're right, it kind of is. But the mechanics here are a lot better. Even though you don't have a screen telling you what your stats are when you buy things, everything's on the beginning page. So heavy rounds, I can do more damage. On this page, what you're mainly looking for is the snake. So I'll just put that out there. Your first weapon is 20, your second is 32, your third is 64, your fourth weapon is going to be 128. I wouldn't worry too much. I'd mostly focus on heavy rounds to start if you get it. Swift rounds or penetrating rounds, or no, they're crit rounds, that's what it is. Crit, damage, and speed. Just start, unless you get the popcorn shooter, and then that ramps up to be like a machine gun, which is great. The damage scales every time you level up by 5 points. I think with Teddy it's actually 8, but he does start with 0 critical. He also, I believe on that other page, you can correct me if I'm wrong, has no real other advantages other than 10 HP, and that's roughly it. Now, with Teddy, I just waited until round 3 or round 5, whatever Betty's unlock was. I know I said 3 earlier, but it could be 5. Here we go, the snake or fur worm. That's the way to go for me. I don't like refreshing. I just like taking everything once it's here because it's easier. Now, these are not omnidirectional guns. They shoot at random to whatever closest target there is to their static position. So these 2 guns, your third one goes to the left, the fourth to the right, and then it fills in 3, 3, kind of like a circle. It's actually a really fun game. I know I'm not doing it justice, kind of like Orbcraft, where I just kind of talked over everything and spilled a bunch of information. Nobody really cared. They like to see wins. And, well, if you're here, I appreciate it. If you're still watching, I appreciate it. I know I sound more monotone and I'd be better car salesman. I've had that joke many a times. Just so you know, when you do buy the weapon upgrades, they do stick for all of the new guns, which is why it went from 20 to 26, because it's 3 per upgrade. So now it's going to be 26, now it's going to be 52, and then it's going to be 104, and then 128. Don't ask me why those numbers jump so much. They do. There are no items like Brotato that reduce your chance or give you chance that are unlocked yet. Still a bunch of content. I think this is only patch 5.5, 5.6, so relatively new. Originally, it came out on the 19th. I have not had a lot of time to cover all the games because I was in, you know, the wasteland surviving, and well, now that I have time to come back, let's just say, for shits and giggles, my character Matthias actually passed away and died, and now he's here reincarnated as a children's plaything, fighting it out during their playtime. That would make a lot more sense than what the intro really was. But no, the intro really is that your mom stitched together this for you, so now you have a bear, and you're just a kid with a wild imagination. It's really, really funny. So yeah, good times, good play style. It feels good. And just like half the other games I play that are like this, I'm not very good. People had, well, one guy complained on the forum a couple hours ago from here. I was looking at while I was on call, and turns out he thought the collision was pretty bad. It's not. You just, have to pay attention to what you're doing. Yeah, so like I said, like 126. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that other gun, but that's a little ridiculous, so we went with the upgrade. Now, you can try out other weapons, but like Brotato, or unlike Brotato, I should say, you don't actually upgrade your guns, you don't combine them. They're just 6 weapons that pop up all the time. Their rarity is their rarity, their damage is based on those swords you saw me picking up earlier, and your characters level up. What I have noticed is you start with 20 damage. I think we're level like 7 or 8 right now. So we're doing 7 plus the 5 plus the base damage, 33, 34 per shot. Let's take a quick look. No, it looks like 71. Okay, 71 sounds right. Then we're about to bump it by another 10%, so that should be 84? Oh, that was a critical, that doesn't count. 74 sounds good. Okay, I'll take that. And because we got the fur worm, we were healing health. Like I said, I just suck, but that would have been enough to open up Betty. Betty's kind of nice. Let's just pass through everything. So yeah, her secondary ability, magically charms. Well, she's the only girl character in the game. So her thing is she charms, and it's your sister playing with it, not actually you. But let's get into the bread and butter here. People say the Knight's the best. I prefer the Ripper. He is weak to the upper and lower attacks when the enemies walk in, because his weapons are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You'll see that here in a minute. His ability fearsomeness, every 30 seconds or so, he sets off a fear wave, which will push the enemies back. He does have basic regen and a lot of armor. He still takes about 8, 9, 10 hits. Oh, cool, he moved the weapon. All right, that's even better, because before it was 3 here, 1 here. All right, I was wondering why there was an update. Thanks for paying attention, Power. I appreciate that. Yeah, he'll probably see the video and be like, oh, yeah, somebody mentioned me. All right, woohoo. Yeah, well, you got to give respect where it's due, but now he's not so defenseless. Now, if you're looking properly, which you can't zoom in, originally his weak point was this handle here. The enemies could walk right through it, but now you do a percentage damage before they hit you, which is great. He's not a very fast character. We don't really need him to be, so we'll just go with the big pill to increase the HP per second. Here, I would like to re-roll those, see what's coming down. I don't have another saw, so we're going to pass. I should have gone with a magnet as well. But pill and magnet are the 2 you want, because even though you do kill them, the gem still jumps out because of the force of the weapon, which, not really worried about. He does ramp up on his gem collection. That's also one of his specialties. It doesn't mention it, but you will see in a minute. Sometimes enemies will drop 2 gems when you kill them, and that's just one of his passive abilities here. I might not give it the same amount of love that I've been giving Orbcraft Survivors, but that's not the developer's fault. That's just because I kind of like the other one too. But yeah, no, this feels a lot more comfortable with his change, because originally that 4th one we got would have been back here, so it would have been 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. But I guess with the fact he changed it, it's a lot better. I'm so glad he was paying attention during that chat, and that was just, again, a couple hours ago. He feels a little bit more protective, which is great. But he is a hard unlock, though. Not like a really difficult hard unlock, but you'd have to get to at least wave 7 or 8 to have it all make sense. Because we rerolled, we're going with the worm, we're going to get our health regen. If you can get the fur worm to level 4 by level 10, you're in good standing because you will be recovering 20% of your life, which is great, absolutely great. I do love that. And again, the unlock requirements for the other bears aren't too hard. There is something I want to show you back on the main screen when we're done with this run specific, and that is the mounts and creatures. Each creature does have their own ability that I have noticed. For instance, the fox prefers to stick around you. With Betty, he will whistle and help charm enemies from a farther distance, which is really good. Damn, I can't afford either of those. All right. But his main priority, sticking with you, is to gather the gems. Every, like, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds, he'll run out and go get one. Other than that, he's right now absolutely useless. There is a bee, which will actually attack enemies with you, so you don't feel like they're not doing anything. As for the bird will run around and distract enemies, throw confusion at them. Again, I gotta remember what the other ones are. I think one of them's a snake that poisons enemy over time. Yeah, why'd they turn red? Well, that was the fear ability I was mentioning earlier. So right now we are only getting 5% or 10% of the damage dealt back his health, so he still feels kind of squishy. Hey, he unlocked it! All right, thank God. Okay, Betty's beautiful bow. No, I want it. So this was Betty starting at him. I'm so glad he unlocked some of these items. This is the first one after the patch, so as you can tell, I'm giddy and don't know what half the shit going on is. We will go with this for the pole. No, we won't. We will go with the serrated blade. Serrated blade increased by 10% damage. 10% damage gives you the extra health. As you can see there, we're doing 2 to 5 on criticals. We haven't really leveled him up. And I think Power needs to come back and take a look at the drop percentage, because that has changed on Ripper. He had a drop percentage of, I think it was 8%, and it looks like it's dropped down to about 2-3%. I think it's for balance, because he recalibrated it, which would be totally fine, but, you know, it is what it is. And again, this is still a demo. He might, I should say, might change it up and take care of that. Fix up, polish, but no, I would definitely say come check it out. It makes absolute sense. Like, for instance, you know, Ripper being Ripper, not Jack the Ripper, but, you know, I think he's the Halloween costume that you get for a teddy bear, which is pretty hilarious. So there we go, another 10%. We should be up to 57, so 5 life per hit. Yeah, 5 life per hit. All right, sweet. And yeah, it's actually pretty damn fun. I changed a few names in the discussion panel, just because, you know, it fits a little more. So just go with what he has. Don't go with anything that you read on the discussions. And speaking of discussions, if you were coming over from Wasteland Survivors and you're still watching at this point, yeah, his name is Jed and his name is Mac. Because in the Chinese description on that game, the players were also talking about the characters, and they wanted to call him Machine Gun Joe, and the developer said, no, you can't do that. Sharpened edge, critical, no, I'd rather have more base damage. Looks like we're at max of 100% extra damage, so we won't worry, and we'll get that. If you do end up buying another saw, which is currently not locked, which it should just start giving you upgrades. You don't upgrade, like I was talking about. Anyway, yeah, back to Wasteland Survival Talk, provided anybody is still here, like I was saying. With that, the developer over there said, no, we're going to keep him as Joe because, any random character that you play is going to be Joe Blow. So, just makes sense for an American idiom. As for Mac, the employee badge that you pick up in demo version 6.3 had McIntyre. So just going off of the IDs, the name badge's name for Mac, I just use that, and nobody seems to have a problem with that. So that's cool. Now back over to this game, which is the main focus here. Every wave has a new enemy. As you can see, we're not doing very well, but we're not doing too poorly. We are getting enough gems to survive with our choices. As you can see, I went with another pill that slowed me down another 5%. Or is it 10%? Either way, I might be 20% slower. That just means from the initial 450 speed he had, I am down to 325? No, math is incorrect. It'd be 350. Because, 45 and then plus 40, 85. 85 from 455 is, math, 370. So yeah, I might have been right, 370. So now, how I died was I got too close to one of those balloons, and it exploded in front of my face. Not too worried. But yeah, like I was saying, the hug and go pets and mounts. You can see how everybody has their own thing. By bird, I meant Ricardo the duck. He confuses enemies. This one will attack and sting enemies. This guy here, he will possess them to fight for you, so kind of like Betty's bow. The Sprout I haven't seen yet, the Bully I haven't seen yet, and the Hound I haven't seen yet. I did reset this twice just so I can try to get a better feeling on how to unlock everything. But my progress did stay with my coins. I think the next one I'm going to try is the Battle Beetle. And hopefully he's not too slow, but he has like a charge attack that goes wee, wee, wee across the map. So yeah, until next time, that was just a very quick coverage of the game. And again, this isn't available when it's here. Also, the characters that have these locked abilities, you actually can pick up as the character itself in the game. So that background you saw was the forest, quote-unquote forest or grassland. The farmer's the only one with a different one, and yes, you are actually on a farm. Don't ask me why it changes. Yeah, but it does. It's actually pretty funny. Farmer Bear, or I don't have a good pun. I know there was a bear name. Can't think of it. That's all right. But yeah, so I will probably cover this game on the next patch or go through and whatnot. But yeah, thank you all for coming in to stop by. Sorry I have a horrible recapping voice and it doesn't get much better. But hopefully y'all have a good time and see you all in the next video.